I know wake up. It's very, very early in the morning. Don't judge me. But I know studying that I could have really come and do video here. Yeah. I could really come and do video here. Like in my little closet. But ever since I was a child, you know, not too close, don't wash face. But ever since I was a child, I was told a lot that I'm different. Every friend I meet is like, yes, oh no. But yeah, I'm different and all these different things, right? But I didn't really care because I usually that's when I realized I was like, oh my god, my favorite artist is Popcorn because he sing a song different like and I just try to embody that, like I am that. But as I grow old, I just gain it everywhere I go, everything I do and everything I say. But this morning, and I hearing it from babies, mothers, for like no care the age, the gender. I hear that a lot. So this morning, or well, it's very, very, very early in the morning, as I said. It's like about 5 o'clock. Anyways, I don't know, wake up, so don't judge me. No wash face, no nothing. So this morning, I wake up to a message how different I am, how incredible, how sweet, or whatever. But I just scan into the message because I'm like, like you're trying to say, mm, mm, mm. Like, we are trying for aren't you? But one thing that stood out the most to me was like how, oh, every time I speak it wisdom. I'm like, that is next level. I never heard that one before. I know every time I speak facts. I know every time I speak, I don't repeat what I heard. I speak what, resonate with me. I speak things that I read about, and I speak about my experience, in everything. And then they said my stories too. Like I remember I started experience things way before I could talk, and when I was like about 12, 15, I was given, advice to adults, not because I knew and I was out there, but my mind was just so broad. So, I have a lot of stories, but my stories is not just my stories, it's not just my experience. Sometimes it's a story about a friend I know who experienced this or whatnot. So I have a lot of stories, and you know, when I tell people my story, all right, I was reading like the best way to give a speech. This is a secret between us. We're besties. Is to give a story, because when you give a story within any or every speech, like the speech they will forget, but the story they will never ever forget. So clock that tea, but now I now teach you something there, right? And then the next thing too, I think I lost thought. Weird. So I always give stories, and my stories are always so relatable, or I always could paint a picture in whoever I talking to. I know everybody who I dealing with, and I know what to say. I could be a gangster this minute. I could be a man today. I could be a feminine tomorrow. I know who I dealing with. I know I don't know. It's natural, but when I came Trinidad, I mastered it because I was dealing with Spanish, I was dealing with Cubans, I was dealing with so many different people. You know what I mean? And then the next thing too, what I think set me apart is I'm very intuitive. I'm very intuitive, and I so beyond. I so beyond that. I would tell people things 2 years, 3 years, and then the next 3 years after they telling me what you said was tea. And because I say it way before my time, way before the brain could graft it, way before the brain could understand it, They say I'm mental. They say I even remember once I tell a friend about money and he say, "You poor, you can't give me money advice. How the fuck you can tell?" Did I curse? Sorry. You poor, you can't give me money advice. How I gonna take money advice from you? You broke. You don't have nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I never know why you go up on YouTube. Anybody could look on your life and listen to all and makes me get so ignorant when they say that my cry and just diss them. When we're ready for this, but it's a different, people ask me, which part of Jamaica you come from? Because you know, sound like you come from Olava. When we're ready for this them, so I'm come from downtown. This them, I'm gonna diss that person. I'm gonna just move on. And then it come back, this person end up, remember them rich and them can't take money advice from me. And me and them end up on the same bus. Remember them did that drive, and me and them end up on the same bus. It's all for sure say, and I like say me reach on them level, but I them drop down to mine. You know what I mean, Maji? So, you I could learn from a butterfly, and the butterfly cannot talk. I could sit there and just watch the ants move in my yard and see how hard they're working. I could lay down on my bed, but I have no cobweb. I take the cobweb down the other day and just watch the spider making the web, and my mind just say, "Oh shit, that what that means." I could learn from the cloud. I could just see a shape in the cloud and I'll be like, "Oh, confirmation. That what that shit was talking about." Like so I don't. That is true. Too. You can't marry and taking advice from a single woman. That's what society tell us not to do. And I don't know. But I just take advice from any and everybody, and I never do. I just scan through it, what good, what positive I keep, and what not I let it go. But that's the difference with me. you know but back to that now. So I get that a lot. So I'm not telling nobody to listen to me. You don't bound to listen to me. That's why I never come here and say advising nobody now. I come here and talk, and I talk about my experience. But as I said, you could fish through it. What good to you, you could keep. What not good, you let that go. Because I ain't know nobody to talk to nobody. But we keep it like that, right? But my intuition I always 10 step ahead for some reason. Every time I tell somebody something, especially the ones who ridicule me, I always get to watch them and see that whatever I said happened, or they always end up coming back to me and tell me I was right. Like you're simple. So I don't know what the point of this video is. Just to say that I'm different. That's what I'm trying to say. And I thought nobody realized it, and I was treated unfairly because people don't realize how different I am. But I feel like people actually realize how different I am. And some people want to be that as different. Like some people want to be that, and when they can't be that, they think they ridicule me. And some people who just like me for being different and appreciate me, and just that is just that. So for the person who sent me that message this morning, I dig it. I appreciate you, and thank you for seeing me as different and appreciating me for who I am.